Hi there, and welcome back to the bar. It's good to see you again, and I'm delighted you've come in for our next bar chat in this series, which is really all about the leadership of successful business transformation. The operative word in there being successful, because lots of companies try and deliver transformation of different elements or of their business, but struggle. So what we're doing in this series is going through 10 different tips just to improve your chances of successfully deploying a transformation program within the organization. So what we're looking at today is really the whole concept of bringing people with you on that transformation journey. And this all stems from the importance of business transformation. By definition, is very cross-functional. So it's not as straightforward as simply saying, I'm going to launch a brand new system, IT system. There's a whole load of things that are going to that normally the transformation is going to impact across lots of different people. So it might impact your sales and marketing groups, it might impact your operations people, your finance people, your HR people, it could impact your shareholders. There's all sorts of dynamics that the program, if it is a true transformation program, could impact across the organization. And by default, many people really just do not like the concept of change. People get used to the way they do things, their processes, their systems, their tools, the tools they use, etc. And so there's often, in fact, there's nearly always a resistance to transformation because transformation means change. And change and transformation for some people can be quite threatening. And so you get negative reactions from people who are naturally skeptical and who will do an awful lot to try and derail that transformation. So what do we do about it? So for me, the key thing is involving people generally in the solutioning. So what you don't want to do is get a bunch of consultants to come in and tell you how the transformation journey is going to work and outline it and then try and deliver it. It's your internal people that have got to be involved in developing and defining the solutions as part of the transformation. So lots of workshopping, lots of face-to-face sessions, etc., where you pull your internal teams into working environments and you start to work through with them what the transformation journey might look like. Now that way they become part of the solution and they're no longer in a position really where it's easy for them to resist the solution because they've been in those working sessions. Key thing there is, I think, the strength of the facilitation. You know, those workshops need to be really carefully facilitated. They need to be quite inspiring. They need to be sharp, well managed, kept to time, stick to the agenda, get really good facilitators. It's just worth it. Because they will draw the best out of your team. The other thing for me that's key in those situations is actually involving your biggest skeptics, because the biggest skeptics tend to be the people that will be out in the business saying, I don't want to do this transformation is no good, this is not what we should be doing as an organization, and trying to quite often derail the credibility of the transformation itself. If you pull them in and get the skeptics into those working sessions, have one-to-one sessions with them, make them people that champion the change as well, then they're often as good at championing the change as they are at championing their desire to not change. So I think involving people in the solutioning, get them into working sessions, have really good facilitators, make them part of the solution, and pull your biggest skeptics into those solutions, those solutioning sessions, should really help you and really help you sort of bring your people with you across the organization. The last thing I would say on that is once you've got your solution, bring it to life visually. Don't leave it in a program charter or in a PID or a project document. Bring it to life. Make it make sense. Make it make sense for everybody in the organization, and outline that transformation journey in a visual, really interesting, engaging sort of picture of the transformation. So those are my bar tips for the day. I hope you enjoy having a go at it yourselves, and all the very best of luck.